The WNBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5. Get $100 in bonus funds if you sign up. Use promo code NBA SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the WNBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no the voice, no guy. It's me, really rough for the rough Terrell, Furman Jr. here at your service. All right, burning the midnight oil, watching Oregon blow this game to Penn State, or maybe not. Looks like, wait, was that not targeting? Was that not targeting? That wasn't targeting? They didn't get a targeting call on that? It's 4th and 1. I feel like Braun. It's not our ball. It's not our ball. Scott Studio, Reichel. Scott, what's going on?
Scotty, beat me up.
Surprise.
Yeah, good. Can't complain. We got a bunch of drama going on now in college football. Besides that, we had a circus unfold in the last minute or so of that Lynx game. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, we had a lot going on, and it was definitely entertaining. But either way, we have some interesting developments have unfolded in WNBA land. So looking forward to talking about
it. In case you're under a rock and you have no idea, Cheryl Reeves has been suspended for Game 4 of the WNBA Semifinals series against the Phoenix Mercury because of conduct and comments after Friday's game. The conduct and comments include aggressively pursuing and verbally abusing a game official. That one just felt kind of soft. Failure to leave the court in a timely manner upon her objection. Inappropriate comments made to fans when exiting the court. Remarks made in a post-game press conference. Okay, so I thought the game suspension was very excessive. I thought it was very excessive. I thought that this all could have been cleared up with $100,000 fine.
Yeah.
By the way, 2 assistants were also fined. Eric Tebow, who is probably going to end up being the interim head coach here for Game 4. Mm-hmm. And who's the other one? It was somebody else. But yeah, they both got fined, 2 separate fines. And then also, to just add on top of all of that, Napheesa Collier is also out for the game Sunday.
Are we assuming that she's like done for the rest of the postseason? Didn't she leave on like a scooter?
I heard that she did. I saw something that said she was wheelchaired out. I don't know what type of wheelchair it was, if it was the scooter or if it was just an actual wheelchair. But
I assume the scooter meant they wrapped one leg up and they let her move. So my guess is one leg is completely destroyed. That's my guess. It doesn't need to be said, but I'll start here. That was not a dirty play by Alyssa Thomas. I don't want to hear it. I know that she got injured, and I get you can argue there was a missed foul. She didn't try to go for a steal and thought to herself, "Let me just destroy Napheesa's leg." That didn't happen. So I don't agree with this Alyssa Thomas. Of course, it's going to happen on social media, but people are calling her out. She went for a steal. I'm not going to read much more into that. That's all I have to say about that. Now, was it a missed foul? Separate conversation. But the sake of the injury, she didn't intentionally injure Napheesa Collier. So all those narratives are a bunch of nonsense. So I'll start there. I'm assuming you agree with that.
Yes.
Okay. So where do you want to start? Or do you want to save it for the game?
Oh, man. Cheryl Reeve is a gem. I'll just say that. She's a gem.
How shocked are you that she actually got suspended? Because you're looking at the accusations. To be honest, most of them accurate, if we're being honest. She lost her damn mind. Now, the counterpoint is it's an elimination game for a team that made the finals last year. They were the 1 seed in the entire league. And you figure, okay, maybe you will give them a little bit of extra leeway because it is an elimination game, etc. You mentioned 100K. A reminder, WNBA salaries, not NBA. So 100K is a lot of money by comparison. I thought it was just going to be a blank check, and it's just a matter of send us an obscene amount of money, and we'll just turn the cheek the other way. They said, no, get the hell out of here. You're just not going to coach. I thought that was shocking. So I don't agree with the suspension. I thought she'd get a harsh punishment, but I think that a suspension is kind of outrageous. But I do think she's guilty of a lot of the things that she was accused of. I just think for an elimination game, it's very soft.
Uh-huh.
Do we agree on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't think she was getting suspended at all. I thought this was going to be a hefty fine, major slap on the wrist, but okay. We'll save the rest of the breakdown for that game, but it's
not looking good right now for one team.
It's an uphill battle. That is for certain. It is an uphill battle. The line actually is not as big as I thought it would be, believe it or not.
Well, it opened up Lynx being favored, so that's why it doesn't look that big.
Oh, okay. Really? Wow. They were? Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Really? Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get to, Sunday, 3 p.m., a little bit early. Catch a little football. You got a whole game coming on 9 a.m. Check out the SGPN app over there in your app store. Easy access for all our picks and podcast over there at the SGPN app. Check it out wherever you get your apps in the app store. Game number 1, Las Vegas Aces. Looking to close out the Indiana Fever on the road, up 2-1. Aces are laying 4.5. 159 is the total. So this total has dropped all the way to 159. Interesting. So what other moves
do the Fever have?
Yeah, what other moves do they have? So Demiris Dotson is still out in concussion protocol, so you don't have that. So you're rolling out Aaliyah Boston, Michaela Simpson, and some Brianna Turner. Oh my gosh, no way Penn State again.
Yeah, of course.
It's literally the bet that just keeps on giving. They cannot win.
Did you see somebody bet $1 million on Penn State? Why would you ever bet $1 million on James Franklin?
And in a big game, like, oh, dude, but my co-host.
You know what future I do have though, right?
What?
I got more to win the Heisman. Big overtime. 2 touchdowns. We take. What a win.
Interesting. Okay. But now he's gonna get jinxed. Watch he be the favorite next week. He's gonna get jinxed. Every time the Heisman favorite has switched to somebody, that person has lost.
I think Mendoza might still be favored because Indiana won. He was favored going into today.
He was looking like crap though.
But they went into Iowa. He had the big touchdown pass late. I think Mendoza.
He might still be favored. All right, but. What was we saying? Yes. What moves do the Fever have? What's the response here? Because that was a horrible game by the Aces, Scott. That was a atrocious game by the Aces.
And offensively, Asia going. Defensively, she was great, but offensively, Asia stunk.
I hope Bam went back to Miami.
Yeah,
I hope he went back. To Miami. It was Bam. She looked like Bam out there. It was like literally watching Bam play basketball. It was just all coming off of the rim. And it's also like watching Bam play basketball because she was amazing defensively, light years the best player on the court defensively.
Yep. And shout out to Jackie Young, by the way, who kind of carried the Ace offensively. Shout out to your girl. Shout out to Melissa.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the revenge. I told you about the revenge game.
What you have? 15 in that game?
Yeah. We had 8.5 was the line. We took the over there. Cash, ka-ching. I had the points and rebounds on my other show. Ka-ching. Oh, wow, Alabama won. Dude, I just what is the response here? What can the Fever do because I'm almost positive the Aces, we know Asia's not going out there and having a game like that again. Like, that's not happening.
I mean, I know we talked about this through text message as the game was going on. You were more generous towards her because defensively, I'll point out you did a good job on Asia. Boston's got to hit some shots.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. I mean, you're looking at a situation where Caitlin, I'm not getting into the whole they're better off without her, whatever. The point is they don't have enough playmakers. So you have Kelsey, who we know can make some shots. Hull actually had a very good game. Shout out to Hull. She played well. And you're just going down the line. Like, Howard hasn't really done a ton. Boston's been awful offensively. Even if you're not a believer that Aaliyah Boston's a superstar, and I definitely do not believe that, I think that she has coincidentally Bam-like tendencies offensively, not in a good way. She's got to play better as a number one pick. She just has to. I understand Asia is an insane all-time great defensive player, but Aaliyah's just getting completely embarrassed on the offensive end. And I got to read off the actual shooting numbers for Boston in the series because they are just filthy.
I mean,
they're bad.
It's tough when you got to go up against the defensive player of the year.
I get that. But so far in the series, she is 13 for 34. 13 for 34. Number one pick in the draft. You got to play better. I know Asia's Asia. You got to try. You got to do something.
You can't. There's nothing she can do. And that's where I'm like, they don't have any moves because it's not like they can just turn Aaliyah Boston on. She's going up against Asia Wilson. You try to go out there and score on Asia Wilson. It's really, really hard. I mean, there's literally no moves that they have. They don't have any more size to try to keep Nalissa or anybody else off the glass. If you get some, like Jewel, I don't even think Jewel scored a point in this freaking series, man. If Jewel wakes up, like, what are you getting off of the bench? Because Dana is cooking. Dana looks like she probably needs to be in the starting lineup, like absolutely cooking in the series. And Jackie's moving. Chelsea Gray has woken up defensively, and they found this mode where they can get stops and they can push stop after stop after stop together. Like, what is the move for Indiana? Like, how does Indiana? It's not like you can just play faster because the Aces will play fast with you. So, like, what is the move for Indiana to get through this? I have no idea. I think it's over.
Yeah, I do too. They gave it a good run defensively. They look good for about 2 3/4 quarters. The last couple of minutes there of the third quarter weren't great. And then they didn't make a single shot for the first 9 minutes of the fourth quarter. So it went ugly very quickly. But I do think that Indiana, at the end of the day, they need Mitchell to just dominate. And the fact is the Aces made some adjustments. They're making it difficult on her now, but the team's not good enough. It just is what it is. The team is not good enough. And Asia had an awful game early. She did a good job closing. Asia made some big shots down the stretch to kind of put the game out of reach. But even with that being the case, they were winning for the entire fourth quarter. And Asia was like 3 of 15 from the floor, and they were still winning. That's a serious red flag if you're Indiana, because Asia, we know, is the best player of all time in this league. I think we both agree on that. If you're not even going to be beating the other team when a player that dominant is playing that badly, you have no damn chance. It's just over. We talked about a pre-series. We got the order wrong. It was always Aces and 4. So I'm going Aces and 4. That's where
Do you know the Fever out-rebounded the Aces in that game 39-26?
It was ugly early. It was uglier than that because Indiana didn't make a shot for the first 9 minutes. So it was actually a bigger margin. I want to say it was like 33-18 at one point, like going into the I forgot the exact number, but they were double-digit rebounds ahead the entire game against the Aces. Now, they couldn't hit a shot anyway, so it didn't matter. But yes, that's how they can win. They have to play Steph White basketball, try to muck it up defensively, and try to out-rebound this team. But they need to make some shots. And the fact is, Hull gave you an efficient double-digit scoring game. And I know Kelsey didn't have a great game efficiency-wise. She's still at 21. It's just not enough. You just don't have enough weapons. Jackie can go off. Asia can go off. Even Alyssa can give you a random 15. Jewel can give you a hot three-pointer game. Point guard can have a solid game. There's just so many different pieces that can have a monster game. Indiana's got none of that. They have Mitchell. I guess the last game was the Hull game. Can Natasha Howard give you a 20-point game? Probably not. Do you think? I think Aaliyah can. I don't think it's going to happen against Asia. Their offense isn't good enough. Not saying that Caitlin being here would have solved every issue, but they could definitely use another playmaker dash shooter, and they just don't have it. So I'm on the Aces. Do you have any counterpoints to that, or are we just seeing eye to eye? I know it's.
I mean, it would take unreal shot making. It would be unreal shot making. That's the way Indiana wins this, and that's the way, if you're going to bet Indiana, you might as well just put it. It would literally take unreal shot making, where Odyssey is hitting everything. Lexi is still hitting the threes. You got Natasha Howard getting out and going on the block and being able to get to her spot. And Michaela Simpson comes off the bench and has some type of 8 and 7 type of game off of the bench. Like, it would literally take unreal shot making for them to win.
Yeah, and I don't see that happening against this team. Do you want to make a case for it?
No, Aces minus 4.5.
We talked about it before, though. If you're going to take the Fever, just take Kelsey points. Like, they can lose and she drops 25, but they need 25 if they want any chance to win. Just take Mitchell points. That's it. So,
all right,
there you go.
So, total has dropped all the way to 159, Scott.
I mean, I get it because we think Indiana can't score. I know we did like the over last game. It didn't work out because the Fever did not hit a single shot for 9 minutes. But you have any thoughts? I think the total is the trickiest part in the game. The side felt pretty straightforward.
I don't want to jump back in on the under now because I feel like this is when the game is going to flip-flop and go back over. So the line has gone from 165.5, 164.5, 162.5, all the way to 159. It feels like an overcorrection.
Yeah.
But all of these have gone under.
I mean, there is a world where the Aces maybe just go nuts offensively. Do I think Indiana does much? Maybe no. So if you want to go for a team total, that's an option. If you want to do that instead. 162
there. And then that falls, what's that? 156. Yeah, that first game went over. I'm going over. This was too much overcorrection. I'm doing the math.
Well, this is the question I have to ask you, though, because Indiana's shown multiple play styles over the course of this series. They played fast and they've played slow. Last game was a rock fight. It was slow, but they did hang in there for about 34 minutes, give or take. I think it comes down to their pace. If they choose to run, it's going over. Mm-hmm. If they want to repeat Connecticut Sun basketball and try to turn everything into a war on the inside and it turns into an absolute rock fight, the game's going under. So it depends what Steph White we get. Either they go very slow and it dies, or they play fast like we think they should, and the game probably goes over. So
I think, don't really do this. This is just me thinking out loud, that I could see the game starting off fast, and then as we get closer,
I can see that too.
Closer and closer to elimination time, the game starts slowing down. Defense picks up. We see more of a battle and more of that playoff atmosphere. And so I'm not betting the total pregame. I might get in for a live total. It depends. If it really starts off fast, then I'll probably get in live and bet an under. All right. Play props.
Do you have any Fever players you want to talk about? Because I mentioned.
Well, first, go ahead and just I'm bound.
We're picking the bounce back.
Yeah, I'm betting the bounce back. That's what I was trying to say. Gosh, couldn't even talk. Yes, betting the bounce back here, man.
To 25.5.
Yep. Anderson, like, you have a chance to just put them in the ground. I think she's going to do it. If you're one of those crazy degenerates that like first half plays, I could easily see her with like 17 first half points.
she got hot late in the game. It didn't matter because they were already winning, but she had a couple of pick and roll jumpers. She had an and one at one point. She kind of got it going there in the last couple of minutes.
That carries over.
Yeah,
she starts the game. She starts the game with the quick 10-piece. Very quick 10-piece start the game.
I actually mentioned this last game. I did back her and it worked out. I like the Lexi over. It's at 9.5. You know what? She's been playing pretty well. Now, she didn't shoot well 2 games ago, but she took 16 shots. She finished with 15 points. Last game, she was 6 of 10. You know what? It doesn't really matter what happens with the Fever if they win or lose. At least Alexi's willing to go out there swinging, and that's good enough for me. She looks comfortable at home. She's hitting some shots. She's actually looking to be aggressive sometimes. 9.5? She plays a lot of minutes. Plays a lot of minutes on this team. And apparently her back is fine. They've been giving her some really, really powerful pain injections, and she's been fine on the court. So, yeah, give me Lexi over 9.5. Back-to-back 15, 16-point games, the line went up by 1 point. She can get to 10. And that's reasonable. Give me Lexi 9.5.
So since Aaliyah Boston cannot score and Asia is just way too much, she's going to end up just passing out of it plenty of times. And this is a home game, elimination game. The Fever start hitting some threes. Aaliyah Boston over 3.5 assists, passes out of post a lot here. Went over last game, been over, what is this? 3 of 5 in the playoffs. There we go. Who else? Anybody else?
You want to make a case for any of the other Aces players? You want Nalissa again? You want to go for Jackie? Point guard?
Well, I wonder what Nalissa have a prop out? Ooh, let me see. Oh, it's at 9.5. Okay, so they moved it up a point.
I think it's 2. I think it was 2 points because it was 7.5 last game. Because we said 4 buckets. So I think it went up 2 points.
Okay. The number, what's her rebounds at 5.5? Well, the 5.5 for rebounds is just absurd still. She's going over that. I would play the over rebounds.
Okay.
I think that's where we zig. We zagged and we had the points last time. We zig here over rebounds. At plus one, even money for 6 rebounds is absurd. Again, she's been over this in 4 of the last 6 versus Indiana. If this was less, because she's at 18 and 15, 16 at last game. Yeah, if it's less scoring here and more rebounding, I can see that because they got it. That's one thing that I know Becky Hammond was talking to them about because that's insane how they were getting killed on glass like that. And that's the adjustment that they can make. And the fact that this Aces team still has spots where they have to make adjustments because they played so bad and somehow still got the win, that's why I really think it's over, man.
Yeah, me too. I'll throw in point guard assists, 5.5 minus 135. She has had at least 6 in each of the last 2 games in the series, had at least 6 in 6 of the last 7 games overall. And once again, the last game was a rock fight. So if you're picking a bit of a higher scoring game, I know you like the over. That's going to work even better for the assist play. Give me Chelsea Gray over 5.5 assists, minus 135.
Also, I'm going to have a little sprinkle on Alyssa Smith.
Double-double?
Yeah.
Do you prefer double-double or like a 15-plus?
No.
If you were going for any type of...
Nope.
Okay.
She's got the 2 back-to-back 15s. This is where... Because they have to be better on the glass this game.
Yeah.
Have to be better on the glass. So, yes. Double-double. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Before we get to the next game of the slate, got to talk to you about mybookie.ag, your place to bet every single sport, including the NFL, WNBA playoffs. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit, get lightning fast payouts using cryptocurrency. Head over to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. Head over there, mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Since Novig is an exchange, you know you're getting some of the best prices on the market. Available in 35 plus states. Go download Novig now. Get $50 when you spend $5 when you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN.
Now this is the extremely interesting matchup.
Minnesota Lynx going to play the Phoenix Mercury on the road. Game 4. Mercury have a 2-1 lead.
Best team in the league on the brink.
Line is Mercury laying 4.5. 155.5 is the total. There is a bright side in all of this. Eric Tebow is coaching the team.
Okay.
So maybe, and it's a hard stretch because Minnesota has been horrible in the first half this season. But maybe there's a chance that he brings back that first half trend of his, because when he coaches games, majority for the Washington Mystics, they cash in the first half.
I do want to point out, by the way, that there is another positive for Minnesota. If you look for it, they played a lot of games in the second half without Nafisa, and they still won a bunch of games. Yeah. So to be fair, they have played without Fee, and they've actually been pretty good. Now, of course, they're not as good without her, but this is not uncharted territory. I'll throw that out there too. Just to keep it fair, they did play for about a month without Nafisa. I have to mention that.
Yeah, some of those games had Dejanay.
Yeah, that's really the heartbreaker too, because they traded for her just to help out, and she's barely played. That sucks.
Do they get up? Like, how do you not rally as a team? Fees down. Your coach got what you probably feel is unjustly suspended in the game. You probably feel that Fee probably deserved a foul there. You know you didn't like the officiating over the course of the entire game. Like, what if this is just the fuck y'all? We're winning this. The Courtney Williams can't miss a shot. Kayla McBride cooking. Kayla McBride was good. Now it's different because you're not defending Fee out there, but Satu is on some weird.
Yes, she is.
Satu's on something, but it's like Kalia Copper, I know, is going off.
You're just sending me one-word text now. You just text me Satu every time she gets a step-back three-pointer. I'm like, yeah, she's kind of going crazy at this point.
Yeah, so if Satu just, don't have the efficient game, you bring in Jessica Shepard, so you have a little bit of size there. I mean, nothing is going to be like having Fee in there defensively, but Jessica Shepard and Lana Smith still can kind of anchor your painted area a little bit. Like, they just have to turn into a really, really crazy defensive team, which means this game is going under.
So what are you picking? I already know what I'm going to do, so I'm letting you decide.
I'm kind of leaning just going out with Minnesota.
Thinking money line, thinking spread, Mercury 1-10.
Because do they just go out like some punks, man? It's a lot of heat in this series. Let me see. Let me go back and look at Minnesota without Fee again. 79.5 points per game. I don't think 80 is enough.
Okay. So you're going Mercury.
But maybe 80, but Mercury could be at like 84. But then that would send this over. I think I'm going Minnesota. My gut's telling me this is the Minnesota fuck you game. Because, like, they love Cheryl. And it's not like they don't have an experienced coach back there. And so this is exactly what it goes, like how all of Eric Tebow's games goes. He gets a big lead in the first half, and then he squanders it.
Okay.
And they let the other team come back. That's why he got fired from Washington. Mystics were only good in the first half.
To be fair, that team didn't do well without him this year either. So
but good in the first half, and then you knew they were losing the game. It was fade them in the second half and just watch them lose the game. And the Valley's a tough place. I could see them rallying behind this team if they're down here, especially,
So you're going Lynx first half, Mercury full game?
I'm probably not going to bet the Lynx first half, but I'm going to take the points and say Mercury come back, make this close, 2.3 point game, get the win.
Okay, so I'm going full Minnesota money line.
You're going full Minnesota money line.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Whoa.
I'll do it.
Whoa.
I thought about it, and
that is not what I expected from you. I didn't expect that
thought
from you
about
at
it,
all.
and I could be dead wrong, but I do believe.
How did we both get on the same side of this game?
Well, I believe in backing a team like Minnesota, who we know is incredible in general. They played without Fee before this year. They were pretty good. It's more of just the classic nobody believes in this game. I feel like counting out Indiana and counting out Minnesota are two totally different things. Because Indiana doesn't have talent. It's just how it goes. We think the Aces are a much better team. We think that you're looking at a matchup that's pretty bad. I think Minnesota matches up okay with Phoenix. The issue is they just did not make enough plays down the stretch, ended up losing. And I feel like there is less room between these two teams than there is in the Indiana-Vegas series, at least watching it unfold. I think Minnesota has the experience, has the talent, and has maybe just the mental toughness where I just don't see them rolling over. Indiana's still relatively inexperienced, where I just don't think they're going to be able to come back if they deal with adversity. And we saw that in game 3. They just rolled over. I think Minnesota will go down swinging. Whether it's for Reeves or not, we'll see. But I'm not writing off Minnesota entirely. I think everybody's on Phoenix. I think everybody's counting out Minnesota. We've been saying they were the best team in the league all season. And I know that things change because now Fee's not there. But I'm going to go with Minnesota. I think they find a way to force a game 5. That's my stance on this game. So give me Minnesota.
Oh my gosh. Like the story is just some magnificent story.
I'll put it this way. If you want to fade the public, you want to bet on Minnesota. Because I guarantee you most of the public is just not going to touch this team.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Why not? Give me a Courtney masterclass.
And I'm saying Kayla McBride was shooting very well in the series. Like, they can carry. First of all, let's just go ahead and, well, I kind of like the under for the game. I'm not going to lie.
I think it's correlated, so I like the under too.
It's a props. Kayla McBride without Fee is amazing.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going with. That's where I'm going with the first prop. I will take Kayla McBride to go over 17.5 points.
Okay.
It's honestly about where they have her at when Fee's out. Maybe a little inflated because at one point they didn't really know who Kayla McBride was, but she has had very, very big games where she carried the load when Fee was out. She'd have a 20 point, 30 point, 29, last year 30. So I think she's had a pretty solid series before. What was she doing here before the series? Hold up, let me take this. What's wrong? 18, 21, 21, and then 12 in the last game. Yeah. Kayla McBride go over 17.5.
Yeah. I'll go with Courtney over 16.5. They got to go down swinging.
I'm gonna play her the whole PRA. I'm gonna just take everything.
That's fine too.
I wonder if there's a Jessica Shepard rebounds prop out yet. No, there's not. I'm waiting for that. If you're going out there, you're going to need to rebound.
Yeah.
And that's probably where they probably get an edge, is probably her on the glass and being able to go out there, snag down elite. They're probably going to set her at like 6.5, 7.5. I think she could definitely be at 9, 10. If we had to fade somebody, it has to be Satu, right? Like it just could, like you could see Satu having 2 for 10 game.
Yeah, I can, but I'm going to give her a lot of credit though. She's been really good in the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to give credit where it's due. How do we think AT does?
That's a sharp play. I'm not going to play it, but that's the sharp play. Taking Satu's under is it feels like it's the sharp play. You said AT what?
I was wondering if you wanted to go for anything with AT or fading AT for picking Minnesota.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just asking.
All right. No. I want to go full faded to Wanda Bonner, but watch this be the game she go off. I'm not doing it. She does look broken, Scott.
I believe the term is old. It's fine. She's what, second or third all time in points? She'll get over it. It's fine.
Third.
Yeah, I'm saying like she's not. I don't think she's going to catch Tina. So
No, Tina's still playing.
that's what I'm saying. She's not catching.
You know,
Tina.
she's about to. What's she going to go play? She's going to go play something this summer. I think
Arrival, or she's going international.
No, I think she's playing Athletes Unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is if Bonner ends up winning a chip and Phoenix pulls this off, I think she's retiring during the ceremony. That's my Boulder combo take there. I don't think she's got much left in the tank. She had that crazy shot against the Liberty to help them beat the Liberty, which was a prayer and a half. But no, I don't think she's got much left, which is fine. Still a Hall of Famer, obviously. But you want to fade her? Because I can get behind that.
No, I'm not going to do it.
There is one player I'll back, though, the X factor for this Minnesota team. Give me Heidemann over 9.5 points.
Okay.
At -110. At the end of the day, she has, with Fee being out, she's actually had at least 13 points in 3 of the last 6. Not an amazing hit rate, but still 50%. I think you're looking at somebody who just has to be more involved, especially now that you're one person short on the rotations. You need a shooter. You need somebody who can get you some points. And Heidemann, we know, can go nuclear for a quarter or two. So I don't mind Heidemann. Think she got a solid game. 9.5 feels nice. I see an 8.5, but it's only on Hard Rock. So if you're in Florida, you get 8.5. If you want to go for even some alt lines, 15 points for Heidemann's plus 390. 11.5 points is plus 170. 12 points, 170? I think it's a pretty good price.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that. I'll take a flyer on Heidemann.
I like it. Like it. Cleo Copper, last thing for me, over 14.5. All right. Let's see here before we get to, let's just do our underdog lineup now with our underdog read here, because Underdog Fantasy is the place where you can play your favorite players' fantasy stats, higher or lower, and you could win up to 500 times your entry. We're going to build an underdog lineup right now. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBA SGPN. I'm playing the bounce back. Asia over higher.
I keep forgetting that we build the entries now during the ad read.
Yep.
Okay.
Might as well.
Yeah, why not?
And this is for the people that stick through listening to the ad reads.
No, I get why we're doing it. I just forget that we do that now.
It just so happened, you know, how the games work out. All right.
We can go game by game on this. Is there anything that you feel?
I said Asia. I said Asia points. That was
so 25.5. Okay.
Yeah, higher there.
Unless you'd rather go for an Asia. Do they have like quarter points? Do you think she just comes out swinging?
No, they don't have that. I don't see that.
I was gonna say I see FanDuel does, but I guess they don't. Okay, is that 7.5 by the way, plus 118. But all right, so we can go for
yes, that is a great bet. So. That is a great bet. She absolutely is going to get 8. That's 4 buckets. Absolutely, 4.
She plays the full first quarter, by the way, in 5 straight. So there you go. Just a thought. 7.5 points first quarter, but it's not available on Underdog. So we got 25.5 points for her.
Courtney,
I'm fine with that. Do you want to just do PRA? Just she goes down swinging.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do a Bonner fade?
She's going to shoot a bunch of times.
She will.
All right. Let's see. Courtney points.
Well, if you think she's going to shoot a lot, does that mean you just want her points instead of the PRA?
No. I mean, I'd take everything.
All right. Do you want the Bonner fade? You know, we do enjoy having one lower mixed in with our entry.
No, because this is going to be the game that she goes over. Or higher.
I think so.
Yeah, 100%.
I think she might be saving that for game 5.
No, I'm telling you, if we take her lower this game, she's going to go higher.
Okay.
Don't do it. Do not do it. That is setting the people up for disaster. I say Melissa.
Okay. I can get behind that. She's been great in the series.
Let's go points and rebounds.
Sure.
I'm expecting 10 and 8.
Okay. That gets the job done.
Yep. That's what I'm expecting. Calling it. All right. Go Asia Wilson. Higher 25.5 points. Melissa Smith, higher 14.5 points and rebounds. Courtney Williams, higher 29.5 points, rebounds, and assists. At that underdog, shake it up. You're going to get 7.09x. $100 gets you $709 over there at Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Make sure that you lock in with Rhythm's weekly leaderboard where you can win $1,000. All you gotta do is go track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you'll have a chance to win that money. Go use that promo code Go use that promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download the Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. Lock dog time. For the lock. Asia Wilson high over 25.5 points. I was gonna go with Aces minus 4.5, but then I remember what I said earlier in the season, and it might apply now. Whenever I think of betting Aces, just bet Asia instead.
Okay.
Hasn't let me down. Dog.
You going alt? Gonna steal my Heidemann play?
No,
You can if you want to. You can if you want to.
I was considering it.
You can do it if you want. It's fine.
I was really considering it, Scott. But no, I'm going full-fledged into my Melissa is going to rebound better this game because they really need it because they got destroyed on the glass, and I can get 7 rebounds for plus 175. So I will take that.
All right.
Melissa Smith over 6.5 rebounds plus 175.
Yeah, for my lock, deja vu from last episode. Give me the Aces again, minus 4.5. I'm shocked they have not moved the line. I found that kind of weird. I figured.
Yeah, wow. We didn't even talk about that.
Usually in the NBA playoffs, you tend to get similar lines game in, game out, and just kind of repeats itself because they have some algorithm or whatever that constructs the lines and they just stick with it. But we thought the Aces would win. We thought that if there was going to be a get-up spot for Indiana at home, it would be game 3. They got up for game 3, and then they couldn't make a shot for 9 straight minutes. So I don't trust the offense. Asia stunk for about 35 minutes offensively, and they still won. So I'll go with the Aces again, minus 4.5, minus 110. I cashed last episode. I'll run it back. So give me the Aces there once again on the spread as my lock. For my dog, I will go with it. Give me Heidemann to go over the alt points. Think that it's definitely a good price for somebody who should be more involved. And the fact is she has had 13-plus points in 3 of the last 6 without Collier in the lineup. So over 11.5 points for Heidemann is a plus 170.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a nice price. All right.
So I thought you were going to take it.
No, yeah, I was thinking about it in my head. It's really funny that you said it because I was thinking in my head, and then you said, I was like, oh, no. But I was already kind of locked in towards Melissa. All right. Anything else for people before we get up out of here?
Not really. We'll see if we have any game 5s. If not, then we'll be back for the finals.
All right. We'll see you around. We'll see. It could be soon. It could be not. But he's at Rush Hour Radio. Make sure you give him a follow. I'm at @reallyreal__. Make sure you give me a follow at SGPN NBA. Give us a follow there. YouTube.com/NBA Gambling Podcast. And give us a 5-star rating and review wherever you get your podcast. WNBA Gambling Podcast. Please, we need that for the WNBA. Go give us a 5-star rating and review. And with that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to like this. Dude. If you didn't catch Cheryl Reeves' press conference, please go listen. It is actually worth the 2 minutes. No questions. Didn't take any questions. Just cussed out everybody for 2 minutes. We're out of here.